Hi, sir. We welcome you to the IP Fees 2.0. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. We shall move on to the questions. My first question I would like for you to share with the audience is some of your outstanding works that you have done so far.
I pretty much shot for every brand of consequence and agencies, ad agencies out there over a 30-year career. I guess, you become world famous in Bombay because of Kingfisher, but and there's, everything from Pepsi to Apple to Evian, L'Oreal, Maybelline, you name it.
What would you consider the most memorable moment in your career as a photographer or a filmmaker?
I was actually studying chemical engineering and I quit that to be a photographer because a wise man told me that 95% of humanity goes to work and you can only work a certain number of hours a day. And there's a very small percentage which makes a living at what they enjoy. So I was clear that I would be the world's worst chemical engineer, even though I was in an extremely prestigious institute called the UDCT. Now it's called the ICT, by the way. But so I'm like, what is it that I love doing? And I enjoyed writing. I used to edit my school magazine and stuff. And then I enjoyed taking photos with one dumpy camera that I had, one Agfa Isoli Click 3
Right.
with roll film. And mostly the pictures were rubbish photos of sunsets and my dogs and my sisters or anyone I could con into, doing a portrait sitting. But I enjoyed that process. All my pocket money I would save into buying a roll of film and then processing it and being really careful what I print up because it used to cost money. So I figured that I may as well, do this. Besides, when I was in the chemical engineering school, there were 60 students in my batch in FY in the first year, and there were 3 girls and 57 boys. So that ratio was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, and all the 3 girls were much smarter than I was. So I figured my chances, with a telephoto lens were better than, with a pipette or whatever. So,
We are aware that you have worked with various celebrities and brands. How do you approach collaborations and what do you think is essential for a successful creative partnership?
I think first of all, dealing with celebrities is as a rule, never discuss their work. If
Right.
they discuss their work, then that's fine. I'll give my 2 cents because I'll probably have enough conversation to have on most subjects. So if I'm shooting with a cricketer, I will not talk cricket. If they bring up cricket, I'll say what I have to. Same thing with people in the movie industry. It'll be whatever else. But we'll go out of our way to make sure that the shooting experience is as painless as possible.
In today's digital age, how has social media affected the photography and the filmmaking industry, and what advice do you have for aspiring professionals navigating this landscape?
To young kids who ask me now, I tell them, I said, listen, you can't only be doing print. You should definitely do video as well. So there's, any kids out there, this would honestly be very sage and calculated advice. Then you'd end up being busy. Second thing is that unless you're an absolute prodigy, there will be a certain amount of work, where you're doing your art for the mart, and it's not going to be earth-shakingly fabulous stuff. I mean, how incredible can a picture be if I'm holding a cola and that's the shot, right? I mean, you nicely light both bottle and or can and human being, and you're done. Frankly, it doesn't require too much intelligence or ability to be able to pull those off. So, but it'll be a rare occurrence when somebody says, "Hey, this is the brief," and that's how it used to work. For example, with Calvin Klein and Bruce Weber, the photographer in the 80s and the 90s, where they would give him, we're doing this perfume cologne called Eternity. These are the words, family, stillness, happiness, bliss. They'll give them 20 words, and okay, Bruce, go out and shoot. And when you come back to the images, we just put your logo at the bottom. Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, the brand logo at the bottom. So that's a very rare thing when that happens, But there's enough other work that you need to do which effectively pays the bill.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure and absolute honor to have a conversation with you today. Thank you so much for taking out the time for us. We look forward to seeing you at our next IP Feast.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck to everybody at the IP Fest. I hope you do wonderful things.